What is going on? Roland Empire here, guys, to give you a video. Today's topic, I wanted to feel like to talk about Venom, Let There Be Carnage. Venom, a very well-known, popular in the Marvel Universe character. One would say is one of Spidey's biggest villains. This right here is the sequel now of the incredible classic Venom, which, has its fans and not. I'm on the side that I'm a fan enough because of the source. I know the movie could have been better, honestly, but I still had a great time enjoying it. Tom Hardy is a unusual casting for this, but because of the material that it is, it works. I guess I have fun watching Tom Hardy. He's enjoyable to be Venom, so I believe him enough. And this now it just follows now where he gets to meet his iconic rival, which is Carnage, which was set up with Woody Harrelson playing the character, and now we get a full-on film where he's in it, they're both in it. You have this clash. Does it live up with the hype? Venom and Carnage are something special, like Spidey and Venom. It's that kind of thing. It's really like Spidey, Venom, and Carnage have this connection, so to speak. But enough that we're getting these two at least. It's just worth something like of a screen time, and it's a dream. It's a dream for a fanboy. So kind of laying this situation and having Andy Serkis be the director, who Andy Serkis is very established. Directing could still be maybe like questionable, but does he serve up a product for this? I think this movie won't satisfy everybody. Honestly, this isn't a perfect film. It is a really short film, so I thought short film movies can be good, but why is this one kind of like that? It really did benefit for the movie to be shorter, to just kind of get to the points, because I would enjoy to see a longer one, but I don't know if maybe it would have served, because a lot what is in there is kind of like feels like the more focus points of what could have been. You really have a story that is very, very not hollow, but it's sort of hollow. Like, it's not a lot. Really, it's just kind of to the point that just Brock has to investigate something about Cletus. Cletus just kind of wants to get out and kind of reunite with his lover and all that, and just kind of have a place and purpose. And Eddie still has a bit of going on of what his love life was with Michelle Williams, which I thought she was enjoyable to see her welcome, but I feel like it was forced that you maybe were just kind of rehashing some arcs that the arcs could have been done. Like Tom Hardy, really, Eddie Brock is there, like, to kind of continue on a bit of the arc progressed of the film, but it kind of goes back to, like, you had Venom and Brock kind of embrace each other now, but they kind of go back to square one and all to kind of resolve their issues, which in a way, not really spoiling, I'm not going to try to spoil it, but they resolve again their issues in this one. It's just I'm curious to know if there's a third where they'd be going. But for the second installment, you were kind of expecting maybe newer things. You were expecting kind of a way to push still more the narrative, so to speak. But you got what you got of a film. The editing really does show how they mesh these things does kind of suffer a bit. What is in the scenes and all, I quite enjoyed. I liked a lot of what Tom Hardy and the Venom character can be. That has become the driving force of this. Whether it relates to the lore, the comics, I understand that not a lot of fans might vibe with that. I kind of have an idea. This is something you kind of have to tamper, so I understand. I am enjoying what it is and all that. But a lot really kind of, it's just a lot of like of a marriage counsel kind of thing, a marriage counsel, like that kind of therapy, so to speak. And then it's not until Carnage kind of adds up that's really when Venom and Carnage have to go. That's in the third act, but at that time things wrap up. Carnage has a good scene also when he gets revealed, when the revelation's going on. That was really good. Those are sprinkled things here and there that I do like. The Venom and Eddie Brock situation, where there's a rave scene, and then there's also a way where like they involve their the Mrs. Chen character from that liquor store when they bring her in and with the effects of the characters. I also like those kind of things. They were earned enough in my eyes to kind of keep appreciating that kind of thing of what this film is. But realizing how Venom and Eddie Brock had to team up to kind of take on Carnage, I think that's good. Tom Hardy really looks like he, acting wise, maybe he could be given more and all that, but it looks like from what he is, like, he's enjoying this character enough, so it makes me really enjoy it. Like, I can't help to think that this movie was fun, but in regards to film structure and all that kind of thing, definitely could have been better. The directing, I heard that maybe didn't add a lot. It added enough to I see what Circus maybe was trying to do in certain kind of situation of shots, but those shots still could have been better. Andy Circus gave it a flair, but not necessarily. But the situation, so to speak, still like what Ruben Fleischer did. Andy Circus, I think, it just kind of feels like it was still a bit of both directors kind of thing. If you get what I'm saying and all that, I kind of would want to expected more. Woody Harrelson's character, because the actor is who the actor is, I think did a good job with it of portraying the character, but because of what he had to be given, there are things that were kind of cheesy, kind of campy, but Woody just makes it as credible as he can. How does he work off with Tom Hardy? It's a unique take of seeing these kind of actors be on screen like that. I think this might be the first time they've had that kind of interaction, but they work enough. It feels like there is a comic history, like a comic book history with these two characters, like in the real life film adaptation or whatever, the live action. It feels enough to be like, okay, these are the characters and all that. They have a nice third act structure, like a designed look. I actually liked it. People were kind of complaining about the dark and all that, and I kind of see though because of the way everything is edited and presented and all that, and the color grading, that it benefits it being more of a night. But I like the night designs that they chose in the situation of these kind of characters. It kind of made it very. It was a very eerie atmospheric. The eerie atmospheric vibe that I think I got, it really worked for these kind of characters. And overall, but like at the end, this is a movie that you could still probably enjoy and all that. Maybe you can kind of give it another viewing somehow when you stumble upon it on cable. Who knows? Maybe you do like it. But I know it's not really kind of what cinematic universe is now. It's not really what you expect. I do find an admiration. Like I said, I want to find criticism in these films, but unless I can find a really bad movie, like I don't think this movie was really one of the worst movies of the year. It just, it was an enjoyable movie that really had a lot of more potential to be better. I quite enjoyed it still. So, I can kind of say what was in there. Like I mid things that really didn't improve the movie, and then I liked stuff that I did. So like I always say, I can come into this as like a aspiring filmmaker kind of critic kind of thing, and also a movie fanboy, so to speak. But at the end, I'll get the day. It's still, I would give this movie really a passable grading. I understand though, not a lot of people like it. I enjoyed it, but let me know, guys. What these are always my thoughts and opinions. Let me know if you really didn't enjoy this movie. Tell me what really was not working for you, how you thought it could have been better, or if you thought this movie was fantastic and you wanted to see something again, not different, but something again we haven't seen in a while, kind of be brought back in this current time of life and all that. So let me know how much you enjoyed it. I thought the movie structure, yes, could have been better. There was so many issues regards of just filmmaking, just acting wise too, kind of like in that sense. But what did work, I did enjoy, like the main characters. I enjoyed the actors kind of really having a good time, and it was enjoyable enough for me of a film and all. So all this in the comments below, and as always, roll an empire, laugh, smile, repeat.